Wake up. AM Mayhem. Always lit. With SDG's #1. Too Cool Chris.
Alrighty then, 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's looking nice outside. A little hazy, I would say, if I was a local weatherman. A little hazy.
Saharan dust?
Could be, or it could be our windows need cleaning. Anyways, yeah, what we doing this morning, Luke? Criticize.
Yeah, you like to throw shots.
Criticize.
Andrew in Barbados, yeah, he'd be fired by now, you know.
Yeah. That's why I came back here.
All right, there's a story in Eyewitness News. A sponsor will donate windows and doors for 200 houses in St. Vincent and Grenadines, helping families return after Hurricane Beryl forced them out on July the 1st, 2024. So we'd heard about some of the repairs. It was just like a roof.
Right. And people didn't get doors or windows.
So it still wasn't really habitable. The Minister of Housing, Andrew John, we heard him on this radio station last Friday?
He wasn't here.
Andrew John wasn't in?
No, he wasn't here.
Oh, no, it was Stevenson. Yes, correct.
We had Stevenson and we also had Terence Oliver.
And Laverne
Gibson Velux. Yes.
Minister of Housing, Andrew John, said that the new Democratic Party's administration is doing the assessment and should be receiving a donation of windows and doors soon. It's an organization. I really don't know they will want me to call their name, he said. They have decided, along with the Red Cross, to provide us with windows and doors for 200 homes. That's significant, John said.
Agreed.
That's there. So why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Could it be waste? Waste trying to get back into the NDP?
I don't think it's waste, man. Dr. Friday dropped a little jab on waste on Friday.
What did he say?
Jeannie, can you remember? It was they were talking about how money was spent, right? And
this is relief money.
Relief money in the Southern Grenadines. And oh gosh, was it that maybe it wasn't a jab on waste. Maybe it was that the government in themselves didn't actually spend the money efficiently, and a lot of the money spent was by waste. Yeah, okay. Sorry, the jab was on the former administration.
Right, who else?
Well, I mean,
so what was the jab?
But
what was the accusation?
The accusation was that they couldn't tell where the money was spent. Like coming into government, no, they can't see it. They said money has been spent, but you're not actually seeing the value.
But you can see the value of Waste's investment.
Well, they're saying Waste spent money as well. So
can we see the value of that?
I guess maybe he takes a little more control as to how his money is spent.
So what's the implication? Is that the money was stolen?
I didn't say that.
No, but I mean, what was he trying to get at? Was it that it wasn't it was spent, but it wasn't accounted for?
I think he said a lot of it was spent badly.
How do you bad spend relief money?
Hey, how much time you have?
I have
you have time?
10 minutes.
You have 10 minutes? You could imagine, right, that you have
you put it more on the management than on the actual.
So, or even like just incompetency as relates to stock or inventory. So let's say you designate 50 pieces of lumber for 10 homes, just using a number, and the 50 pieces don't get to the 10, but they go here, there, maybe places that don't need it. Right.
We saw a bit of that in the run up to the election. Remember that scene where the former PM was sitting under a tree?
Yeah.
And they were basically deciding on what materials, like
in that moment,
like on the fly.
What? No assessor, no nothing.
Organized 2 of this, 4 of that.
He jumped on his phone and he said, Luke needs 10 pieces of galvanized.
Yeah.
And Jeannie need 20 pieces of lumber. Wait, a sling of cement? All right, a sling of cement too. You sure you don't need no bolts? Nothing? Okay, he has the bolts. Under almond tree or mango tree.
It was very
He's my good friend.
Yeah, he's my good friend. You can rely on him.
So imagine if that
was how it is done on a much wider scale.
Oh God. And you can't be shocked when they say,
so where would the material end up?
700 people in the Southern Grenadines still homeless. Can't be shocked. Oh,
Why would they do that? Deliberately or just incompetence?
I think I'm trying to win an election. So remember Dr. Friday used to say,
No, but this is I'm talking prior to the election. This is like
no,
remember
everything I do.
remember this happened July the 1st. So let's say by the end of July you start
an assessment.
assessing and distributing,
Mhm.
right? At that point, it wasn't really so much politics, was it?
It's always politics.
Well, all right, it's always politics.
It's always
It was
politics.
less politics then. But was it that they just didn't have the management capability to do it? Was it just so devastating?
You want my honest opinion?
Always.
It depends. Okay. I think, right, that it could be blinding, potentially blinding.
Yeah, like the scale of the devastation is just like, wow.
That's not
Where
what I
do
was
we
going to
start?
say.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I was
Okay,
going to say.
okay.
Right. I think when
all this money for
I think it could potentially be blinding when you see not just money, but material coming out. You know, the potential of what it could do. I can see it becoming a little bit daunting or tempting to utilize it in maybe more political means. Because I'm thinking to myself, boy, I could save myself some money down the road what I actually need to use for political means by just, this one goes into that column and that one goes into
and
this
I'm only
column.
taking a little bit. There's
Right.
more coming.
Right,
Yeah.
This is relief. People will feel sorry for us. They'll send more.
Maybe.
I think it could be.
Or maybe the amount of money rolling in was just like, this money can't done.
In the moment,
Yeah.
it feels that way.
Wow, got a pledge of
It's
10
like the
million
lottery.
here,
Like
50 million there.
yeah, like when you hear these stories about people who win the lottery and they lose it within a few years.
Yeah.
Just money that you didn't really earn.
Yeah.
You just
You
kind of
never really counted. It's never really been yours.
the lucky pot in the sky just so happened to look down
You think so?
favorably on me. I think it could be that. Remember, Luke, right? You have your budget at the beginning of the year, and it's this much. Boy, I'm limited. I can only do so much with this.
All these little programs that I couldn't
yeah,
do.
right.
I now feel I could do
Listen,
without impacting.
remember as well, we were told by the previous administration that some of these loans didn't have to stick with the particular projects that they were
originally given
designated
for,
for.
Yeah.
So when I, when I have the opportunity now
Right.
to kind of shift things about, maybe have a little wiggle room to do things that I wanted to do. Yeah. Can you really blame me?
Yeah.
Can you really blame me? I don't know, man. I feel like I need this in the moment.
Maybe also, right? Maybe. I more tend to think that they just don't have the systems in place to account for stuff.
Possibly.
Right? Maybe deliberately.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a deliberate policy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to be too efficient with this.
Because it kind of kind of hinders us for other things.
The paper trail don't need to be that exact. You know what I mean? Like,
everybody needs to be a little flexible.
Look, we saw it. We saw policy being made under a tree. We saw it by the Prime Minister. So if that's extrapolated through government,
oh my,
right?
Oh my.
Then it's very difficult for the new government to come in
and even track it.
To track it,
yeah.
Let alone know whether it went to the right cause or not.
How do you?
You don't even know what came in. You may not even know what money came in.
If everything is I send this person, that person.
Yeah. Or put it in this account.
Huh?
You know what I mean? Send the money to this account. This is the. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, man, but it does seem
there like Santa Claus.
It does seem as if when all's said and done, the relief didn't go exactly where it was meant to go.
Yeah.
Because people they shouldn't be living under tarpaulins now.
Right.
We heard the story. What did they say about housing? Of all those, they ordered 300 houses from Trinidad, some prefab.
15, 5, 6? How much? 5 or 6 are up?
Are up, right? Of 300.
Of 300? So where?
Yeah, but even the ones that came in, only a fraction of them have gone up.
Yeah.
Remember, the whole idea of a prefab house is to be quick.
Up in a couple weeks.
If it's gonna take, it's gonna take a year and a half.
Might as well we had built it.
Might as well just build it and employ some people.
Yeah.
It'll be cheaper.
Or would it?
Might not be cheaper, but
No, it'd be cheaper. It'd be cheaper. You pay somebody else's labor cost, huh?
Because I'll tell you, right? As it stands right now, I'm Andrew. They're paying rent for people all over the place, huh?
Yeah.
oh, while they're waiting for the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Massive money.
So if you look at the total cost, it probably would have been cheaper just to get, and it would have employed people.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
So do we need to know who the sugar mommy, sugar daddy is?
I mean, look, I don't think we're entitled to, but I think it would be advisable to them. And the reason I say that is that malign influence could come in many ways. Huh?
Yeah.
And charity is as good as any.
Yeah. Because it looks
so sweet.
Looks
it looks
genuine.
it looks so genuine. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's heartwarming. It makes you
yeah.
go a little giddy, you know?
Makes my chest flutter.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
get butterflies.
Blush. You know what I mean? So
So all of a sudden, it's okay
Yeah.
if he wants to do that or she
Yeah.
wants to do that. Because
well,
remember, they gave us 200 doors and windows.
he wants
200
to put up,
homes.
he wants to put up something. Yeah, but come on, man, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Remember those windows he donated?
Yeah, I know he's blocking out everybody around him, but
I know, right?
you know.
So I think we've got to kind of get into and probably even beyond that, like
So-
in
so-
elections, we need to know where the money coming from.
So what if he wants 5 beaches to himself?
Yeah.
Remember the
those
200
windows?
homes?
Remember those windows?
Remember the 200 homes?
Your house may have his windows in.
How would you feel if
Yeah.
he came back with
Put
them?
them back, yeah.
Anyways, remember, something that they can't take back from you is a great breakfast at Captain Lano's. Grab
Yeah,
your
great Vinci breakfast.
great Vinci breakfast, bakes and saltfish, quiche. Jeannie said you could do 24 in an hour. We're gonna test it live on
We're gonna
air one
test that.
day.
We're gonna do a live on that.
Live on air one day. We're gonna test it.
We're gonna do it for charity. If you can do it, we go big on charity, man.
Yeah, boy. So make sure you check them out at the AIA right now. Captain Lano's. He's open until the airport closes just for